everyone and welcome back. In today's stock talk video, we're going to go over 4 stocks, starting with ARK Investment ETF. We're going to go ahead and look at the 4-hour chart, the Heikin-Nashi candlesticks. You can see here on the 5th and 6th, we got a little bit of a breakout above the SMA line. We got positive bullish convergence here on the MACD, high volume, and we got a fair value on the RSI. Now, one thing to keep in mind, you can see on Friday it was overextended and there was pulled back. It was above the Bollinger Bands, and then we had a slight pullback. But on Monday, tomorrow, I can imagine it would have might shoot up again above the Bollinger Bands to maybe $48, $49, and then have a slight pullback to maybe $45, $46, depending on also what is going on in the news and how the market reacts to more COVID news. I know COVID is affecting more and more people, and I know the death rate is continuously climbing, so I don't know how the market may take that. It seems like we've ignored that for a while now, so maybe bad news about like UK strain coming here, that could see a dip if that happens. But right now we're in an uptrend here with ARK, and you can see in the past we've had some good uptrends in the past that lasted quite a while. The recent one lasted quite a bit of time. See, how long did this one last? This one lasted this one lasted about 41 days. So some of these last quite some time. Yeah, this was 15 days. This one was 21 days. So these ARK tends to have a long but steady uptrend. This is actually the most I've seen it shoot up though, so I am slightly weary of concern. I got in at about $31 here, and it's just been riding dramatically to the upside, so we'll see how steep this goes, and maybe there'll be some calming down and maybe some sideways price action here shortly, but we'll see. Keep in mind, just because there's a formation of the uptrend does not necessarily mean it will hold for the long term. Although ARK, for example, has a tendency to go up for a long time. Here back in November 4th, we got an uptrend that started forming here, and then some bad market news came out, and then it mostly wiped out whatever gains were made during that uptrend. It was short-lived, so technically it was a fake out. You did see it bounce back shortly after to the upside for a while, but keep in mind, just because something's breaking out doesn't mean you'll make money every time. Sometimes something happens, bad news comes out, or it's a fake out, and it's not 100%. We just try to do, the reason why we buy during uptrends like here and recently here is that it provides the best possibility of making money. You're catching it early and trying to get most of the move, but being also conservative with your purchasing, like showing signs of improvement, like your positive MACD, volume is good, above the SMA line, the buy signals all over here, fair value on the RSI. We try to get good deals and try to catch a good portion of the move to the upside. Obviously right here you would not purchase because price action is below the SMA, red volume, MACD is in the negative territory, RSI is going down. So again, we use technical analysis to find the best opportunities for us and the most likely to help us make profits. Moving on to Switchback Energy acquisition, SBE. We have seen another bit of a uptrend forming here. We got a positive convergence here on the MACD, bullish MACD crossing here. And we've seen this pattern recently of this upwards channel of it bouncing on this channel. It looks like it may repeat it, but of course we don't know how long this will go. It could do it for quite some time like this, but it can also do this and go up, or it can go down, which is obvious. Like it will eventually break this pattern, but I'm here to show you that there is definitely a pattern here, and hopefully it lasts. I bought down here at the first signs of an uptrend. I bought right around here, and then I'm probably going, if the trend continues and it gets up towards this region, I'll probably sell again, though it might break out and go up to the upside even more, or it could continue the pattern and go down. We'll see, or it could go down right now and just break the pattern. But I'm going based off this pattern right here, and as you can see on the MACD, this wavy pattern as well, although looks like the MACD is heading to the downside, close to the zero neutral line. So we'll see what happens from here. Currently the RSI is in fair value territory, but it's something to keep your eye out on. Moving on to Tattooed Chef, TTCF. For a couple days now, we've had some sideways price action. There's been no indication of any upside or downside currently. Basically, I'm just waiting for it to go up or down at this point. So right now, for me, it's not a buy because it's just going sideways, and I do not buy during sideways price action. Volume here is pretty low when you consider recent volume during this uptrend right here. MACD is in the negative zone, and I tend to stay away for the most part when it's like this. So got low volume, MACD is going to downside, RSI is going sideways as well and is in the fair value, but again, for me personally, I do not buy during sideways price action. However, Tattooed Chef was in my top 6 stocks for 2021, the swing trade, so I am waiting on the sidelines for a pop to the upside because I do see great potential for Tattooed Chef. But for right now, assuming things don't change tomorrow, if the sideways price action continues, I will not buy until I see signs of a breakout. And currently I do not see that as of Sunday, January 10th. Now moving on to the last stock, Upwork, UPWK. We've had some recent strong price action to the upside. We then had a break to the downside here, but then we now have signs of an uptrend forming. Got positive MACD bullishness, and the RSI is rising to the fair value territory. One thing to keep in mind though, the volume is pretty low. It was a little higher during this uptrend, and especially higher during this uptrend here. I do see potential with Upwork. I do think the economy will take a little while to start going. Even once COVID is done, I think it will take a little bit of time to get going, jobs returning and whatnot. I know the last jobs report was pretty bad. I do also think even once jobs return, maybe some people will try to freelance and use Upwork to be more independent. I want to state that I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not saying to buy these stocks. I'm just doing a technical analysis video on these stocks and where I think they are heading to. Well, that does it for today's video. Please like and subscribe. Again, thank you for watching. Until next time.